In Agon 1 of the Clouds, two men emerge from the Thinkery in the middle of a spirited debate. The better argument, an old man, and the worse argument, a young man. The worse argument says he'll formulate new principles to conquer the better argument. The better argument agrees new principles are popular thanks to the idiots in the audience. The two men go back and forth and swap colorful, juvenile insults, then argue over who will teach Pheidippides. The chorus leader breaks in to tell the men they should take turns explaining their views, so Pheidippides can decide whose philosophy to follow. The better argument describes the old days when men practiced restraint, children were silent and walked in straight lines, memorized songs passed down from their fathers, and teachers beat them if they misbehaved. Young men were careful not to excite others sexually. If Pheidippides chooses the better argument, he'll learn to respect his parents and elders and to shun any disgraceful behaviors. The worse argument interrupts to mock the better argument's methods. He thinks it's an even sweeter triumph to select the weaker argument and yet still win. The worse argument launches into a number of examples and refutations of the better argument. With the right debate skills, a man can do whatever he wants. The better argument says his competitor's advice might lead a man to public punishment. A radish rammed right up his arse. The worse argument gets the better argument to admit the country's lawyers, poets, and politicians, as well as every member of the audience, all come from, well, major areas where that radish would go. The better argument concedes defeat. As the worse argument takes Pheidippides into the Thinkery, the chorus warns Pheidippides he may regret this later. The satire becomes broader in this section. Aristophanes addresses the decline of traditional values in education and what this decline might mean. Aristophanes thinks there's a danger in shaping a moral worldview according to the changing whims of scholars. Athenians, like Strepsiades, are interested in bettering their lives. The idea of the Sophists are new and exciting. It's tempting to win an argument. It's great to experience pleasure and enjoy life, but this Agon makes a larger point through the worse argument's triumph. If a citizen can engage in bad but enjoyable behavior like adultery, theft, or other crimes against a neighbor, and then talk his way out of the consequences, why wouldn't he? The better argument and the worse argument can't find anyone in the audience who's beyond reproach.